Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're all okay. This is Becky at Wednesday Creations, and just as I've started filming, the garbage men have come round. Anyway, I hope you can't hear them. They're very good. They're quite quiet. It's just the machines. So how are you all? Hope you're all okay. If you're not, as always, let's hope this video brings you some calm and peace. It's actually not a very seriously interesting video today, I'm afraid. I don't want to put you off or anything. But yes, it's a craft along, and so you'll just hear me waffling and talking to myself like I do, like I think many of us crafters do. So yeah, don't let this scare you. I've been working this morning on my vintage journal, and what I've done so far, because I know some of you have been following this, is I've just popped in some ephemera, tags and stuff. They're not embellished, so they've got to come out. I wanted to work out the thickness of them, you see. I'm sure you've seen the front and the front of this one. So I've just popped in ephemera for now, tags and journal cards, to see how thick they were coming. And yeah, it's okay. But I did find out that I completely run out of tall tags. I used all four. In fact, I think all four are in the same thing. They're in here. I've even used two of my material ones that I made. So they're in there as well. So yeah, I've run out of really big ephemera. I've got masses and masses of small ephemera, but of tags and things, but no big stuff. And I started this one, got as far as I can. Again, these need embellishing. Got as far as I could. I've made this little thing this morning as well, and then realised I really did need some big ephemera. Couldn't really go any further, and I like to put it in as I'm going at the moment, as to see how thick they get. So I decided to make a quick stop. I wanted two things. One, I wanted some vellum numbers. These are Tracy Fox. These are Tracy Fox's labels, Foxy Creations. I did one on plain vellum, and then one on an old tatty piece of vellum I had kicking around. It's got something down there, but that doesn't matter. And then one on a slightly darker brown one. And then this is a brown on a piece of, I put a piece of tracing paper through. I wanted to see if my machine would accept it, and it does absolutely fine. So I can print them on tracing paper now as well, which is even thinner. And it's actually much easier to handle than vellum. Vellum can be difficult to stick on, but I just fancied some of those type of labels to go with what I've already got. Not that I haven't got enough labels kicking around. So I did that, and then I went through my oh, get your words out, woman, neutral scraps. And I've got lots of neutral scraps. I've just picked a handful out because my box is overflowing, but I hadn't got the coloured scraps. I hadn't got the colours I wanted. I went through, so I've got a few of those printed off that I want to incorporate. I'm also going to pop in some of these bits as well from Pink Monarch Prints, just to make it. I won't be putting these card ones in, but any paper ones I might be popping in, and might be popping some of these on the Masterboards as well. And I've also got in my stash in my drawer here, I have I'm sure I've got labels for Masterboards. I'm sure I have. Just bear with me one tick while I have a look. I'm sure I've got, oh, here we go, labels for Masterboards. Here we are. I thought these, oops, daisy, sorry about that crashing. I thought these would look all right on Masterboards, but they are very white at the moment, so I would have to coffee dye them, I think, so I may not use those, but I've got plenty of other stuff to be going. And I've got some adverts as well, some vintage stuff. Excuse me. So we're just going to crack on and get this Masterboards done, and then cut them up, ready for my journals. Now these two are fine. I can do this one and this one. They're coffee dyed on the back. But this one I might have to do with a different sort of glue because it's ever so slightly shiny. I nabbed this from my daughter-in-law. She's putting it in the bin. I don't have box cereal, so I never have lots of boxes of cereal to cut up or to use because I only eat one sort of cereal that comes in a bag. So whenever I see boxes with cream inserts, I nab them. Well, it doesn't matter if they're not cream, as long as they're not grey. I don't like the greying ones. But if they're white, I can just coffee dye them. So let's get cracking. I hope you're all okay. Have you been busy? I've been busy watching lots of videos by lots of different people. Been really enjoying them. I've made... No. What am I doing? Think about it, woman. You're not... There we go. Just get the idea that you've got tags out of my head from it. I just want to do masterboards at the moment. So let's start gluing some of this down. I've got a new bit underneath. Look, nice and clean. I put the other one in the wash, but I have cut this one down to just the size of my glass table. So when I'm not filming, I can use my glass mat. If I had better lighting in here, I wouldn't have to have the ring lights, and then I perhaps could use my glass table. But I'm short on space, so the ring lights have to be quite close, which means that you would see it. You would see them. So, and I've seen it on others, and it's not nice, is it, to have the reflection of the light? Kind of distracts you from what the creator is doing. So I decided, right, so a bit of plain. Oh, I've got some lovely old vintage bits and bobs here, which I thought would go well. Let's put you the right way up, shall we? Excuse me. So the saga of the throat and the cough, it is pretty much gone. I said that the last couple of times, I think. But yeah, it's only a tiny bit. I mean, my voice always croaks a bit if I talk too much. Anyway, as a lot of people's do, I'm not unique in that respect. There we go. So anyway, I'd like to thank a few people who've made some lovely comments. Crafty Mouse, I'm not sure of her name, but I'll have to see if I can go on a site and find her name. But thank you, Crafty Mouse. You're a regular viewer, and I do appreciate your comments. And I think her name is Chantal. And I mentioned Jill before, and yeah, thank you very much for your comments. I will endeavour to get a book sorted out for them. Well, actually, I could just put them in my journal, couldn't I? There's a little bit of white there, but I'm just going to ink it up. I'm getting through this book. I must admit. That wasn't the bit, was it? It was this bit. Yes, for the first time ever, I won't name names, it's not fair, but for the first time ever, I bought a digital through Etsy, off a creator's site. And Etsy have taken the money, which is fine, as they should. But they haven't sent the digital through, which is not very fair on the creator. It's not very fair on me either. So I think Etsy needs to have a look into. I've asked the lady to look into it, and I think she will do. It's not her fault. She relies on Etsy to, when somebody buys something from a site, she relies on, especially digitals. I think you rely on them. I mean, I only sell products. I don't sell digitals, so I'm not entirely sure how the digitals work. But I think it's, down to Etsy to then transfer it across, I think. I don't know exactly. Let me know how it works. But it's not fair on her because it's doesn't look good on her site. She's trusting Etsy to send it. And I'm trusting Etsy to send it as well. And they can't take... I mean, she won't have been paid yet. Etsy only pay you every so often, don't they? They don't pay you every single item. They wait and pay you monthly, I think. So, yeah. They're sitting on my money. Neither she or me have got it. And you know. I mean, it's not a huge deal, obviously. It's not, you know, the end of the world. The only thing is, I wanted it to do with my granddaughter. It's to do with Christmas and Advent and things. And I thought I could do that with her. That might be something a bit different. Get her off the screen, you know. Yeah, if it's not here soon, I won't be able to do that. Canterbury. There's a little map here of Canterbury. Very old map. Very old bit of map. I thought that might look nice. No, there's none in there. Oh, I'm going to get a clean one out and I'll finish that off later. So, yeah. Anyway, got a couple more days, haven't we, beforehand. I don't know when you'll be seeing this. You'll be seeing this in December, won't you? So, yeah, hopefully it'll all have been sorted by the time you watch this video. I'll let you know in another one eventually whether it does get sorted. But yeah, unusual, very unusual, I think, with Etsy. They're usually pretty reliable. These bits are quite big, aren't they? Let's see if I can get this bit to dry and out there. Might just tear that end bit off. It's a bit pink, that end bit. I don't really. This is a very old document, I think, of Roxy Creations. It's an old vintage document that I've printed off more than once. Let's see what else we've got. This modelling. This is an old piece of yeah. I could put that in as a piece of ephemera, actually, couldn't I? Because it's a vintage. I'm doing vintage ones, and these are really old. 1949. I think I'll keep that piece of paper, and we'll put it in as a piece of ephemera in there. So I didn't realise that was in there. There's another bit here, but this is a very old Singer sewing machine. Could put that in as a piece of the oil there from the machine as well. I wonder. Hand crank one. They came after the pedal ones or before the pedal ones? I don't know. Anyway, let's get some prettier papers on here. Let's get a bit of this on. Yeah. So let's get cracking. Enough moaning. Enough moaning. So I don't know when this is coming out. Sometime in December. So I hope you're all organised for Christmas. I'm not remotely at the moment, but at the moment it is still November. So for me, anyway, I am filming quite a bit in ahead because I'm actually going away over Christmas. So and I'm then coming home for a couple of days, then I'm going away for New Year. So I would like to get my films scheduled as far up as I possibly can. You know, so you're not sitting around thinking, oh, she can't post it. When she posted, you know. Not that you're that seriously interested in what I do. But, you know, you never know. There might be somebody out there who actually looks forward to them coming out. I don't know. That's nice there, isn't it? Just don't like that little white bit. Yeah. It's a bit sticky. I can't bear it when the book sticks to the to your item. I'm very liberal with the glue, so it goes all over the edge. I don't think there's a right and a wrong with this. I think I'm just going to pop it there. I'm not going to put 2 bits of it on. I've got any of this on there. This is nice. Let me pop you there. I don't mind them going different ways. After all, it's going to be cut up anyway. I'm just going to cut that piece off. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Whoops. Oh, I'm crashing about today, aren't I think, personally, for me, Masterboards are the quickest way to make labels. Not labels. Oh, I am having trouble with my words, aren't I? Tags and journal cards. I find it the quickest way. Myself. Yeah. Get some little bits out at the bottom here. Oh, I've got some real... I thought I got some small... Yes, I did. They're over here. I got some little bits out. Some strips and things. Here they are. You might fit in there. Yes, you will. These are just offcuts from things. I was watching, I've been watching Chica's 5 days of not one sheet, well, they are one sheet wonders really, but they're of A4, not scrapbooking paper. And yeah, they've been really good actually. Not that they wouldn't be, but you know, everything G does is pretty good, isn't it? Which is a wonder. Very sparkly. She likes a sparkle, doesn't she? And why not? And why not, indeed. There we go. That's one done like that. I'm going to put a few other bits on it. That's the base covered up. I have got a thingy. I always use my thumb, but I have got a... hope you can all see all right. I have got one of these. I used to have a thin plastic one, but it gouged into my papers, so I got rid of it. But this wooden one works well. This is just a piece of wood. A piece of nice smooth wood, you know. I'd like one of those lovely ones that are tapered and like squarish, you know. Let's see what we've got in here that we can pop on as well. Oh, that's nice. That could go somewhere. We could, that could go there. That's nice. I like that. This is a fun piece. I'm just going to cut that corner off because it's not been cut out very well. Yeah, cover those joints up with that one. Some of these are cards, so I don't want to put them on really. You're interesting. Let's pop you out. Oh, I don't want to lose the word Canterbury really. Let's pop you across there. Let's put some of these on, see what they look like. I don't have to put too many on. I'm going to embellish them once they're cut up anyway. Where did I have that one? There, I think. I've got a lot of those. I have. Yeah, this is, I've got extra bits of these little ones because my machine printed them twice, didn't it? There or there. I don't want to cover up that writing, so I'm going to put this down here. Oh well, bin men have gone now, but you didn't even hear them. Very quick. They're really good, my bin men, garbage men, rubbish men, whatever you want to call them. Refuge collectors. I don't have to put my bin out. They come right round and collect it, and then they bring it back. Bless them. They don't have to put it on the street, which is really, really nice of them. I always thank them if I see them because it's not the nicest job in the world, is it? You know, but they do it with grace, good grace. Well, mine do anyway, you know. Right, any more? I think I'd like something here. What else we've got in my little thing of bits? Oh, I saw something a minute ago. Oh, there it is. Mailbag with 8 snapshots. That would make a good... Yeah, I'm going to put that... Ooh, sticking to me. That one there. And then I think we'll call that one done. Yeah, so I say it wasn't actually my intention to do this. I was going to do carry on with my journal with you, you know, just craft along with my journal, but that wasn't going to be possible today. I'm in need of these. It's not often, is it, with the craft that you actually need to make something, but I do have to. Let's get that bit, must be dry by now. Let's use you. Yeah, I had my lunch earlier. I just sat and printed off those bits of vellum and tracing paper. It's worked well. I mean, I've got masses of labels, to be honest. I have everywhere, but you know, you can't. I don't actually think you can have too many. You're probably wondering why I'm covering up this pretty paper. It's because it didn't really work. I mean, I did a lot of them, and you know, just don't want any more. And this one's coming off. I decided this is the only one of these I coffee dyed, and I decided it didn't look quite right coffee dyed. It's a napkin stuck on a piece of card, and they were supposed to be stenciled coffee dyeing, but it didn't really work. But rather than bin it, I thought I could use it for something, and I am now. I've had it in my stash a long time, wondering what to do with it. But as you can see, some of the tissues coming off. Hey ho. What haven't we used? We used any of this. This is nice. Let's go down that line. That's there. There we are. Going to ink along there. And put that down there. Nope, I'm going to put it down here. I could put a small bit in the bottom there. That's wet. Bit dewy down here. Oh, move you up. Hope you can see all right. I do slide towards my... It's one of the downfalls of being very short. I think my chair's gone down as well. You know, it's gone down a level. I might have to push it back up. But we will do... My next video will be us, you know, carrying on with the journal and using this up. If it's a craft along, I'm not sure if it's a craft along or a tutorial, to be perfectly honest. I'd have to look. But the next craft along will be us using these up. I think. Let's do this corner. Put that in there. You'd think I was short of glue papers. I've got a whole stash up there. I think it's in our nature as junk journalers not to waste stuff, you know. It's a case of, oh, I think it's in part of our DNA, you know. Oh, can I use that? You know, getting bits out that you think you can use, you know. I might be able to use that. Keep it. And, yeah. Put this down there. So I'm being really stingy with my glue paper, and I don't need to be. Put you to dry. Let's do another one. It's sad, isn't it, when you're starting to be sparing with your glue paper, because you when you've got so much of the darn stuff. I think I've used any of you either. Let's use a bit of you. Should we go across? That would look nice across, wouldn't it, for a change? It's a nice big piece. Let's hope we can get these sorted and out the way done. Yeah, I really enjoyed G's. I also enjoyed Tracy Fox was doing Rach and Bella's Christmas Hop. That was fun to watch as well. I've watched quite a few of them actually. I'm really sorry I can't remember your names, but if I've watched it, I have liked it because I know what it's like when some of these small creators are. Well, I'm a small creator myself. I know what it's like when some of these people are trying to get off the ground. You know, I'm in the same boat, and you know it is. If you're going to watch a video, the least I think you can do is like it. You know, I mean, they've gone on this. I think that goes that. No, it doesn't. It goes that way around. How weird. They've gone on this challenge with, you know, this, yeah, Christmas challenge, you know, Christmas hop thing with Rach and Bella, which is a commitment in itself, and they're doing it in partners. You know, I try and watch both sections if I can. You know, I think the least when I've watched, in fact, I do that with all my videos. I watch my videos on a projector, so I can't always comment. I make a note if I want to go and comment. I'll comment the next day, but I always like them. You can like on a projector. You can at least do that. But if I was to comment, I have to get some sort of what am I trying to say? Mobile device up to do that. I can't comment on the projector, but I can at least like, and I think it's, you know, it goes as a view and a like, and I think that's important. You know, we all have to start somewhere, me included. You know, doesn't take much, does it, just to press the like button? And if you don't like what you've watched, I always find it's best just not to bother. You know, I mean, why would you tell somebody you didn't like their video? You're like, well, I mean, there's no, it's queer as folk. No, it was weird as folk. You know, I mean, as we say up here in Yorkshire, yeah, some people just feel the need to do that, which is fine. That's their prerogative, you know. I'm going to go around the edge of this, take some of this off. I don't want it too small. I'll go down a bit. Take a bit off there. There you go. They're neutral with a little, they're, you know, neutral but with some colour in them as well. This one's very neutral actually, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. I'm going to put some, Aaron, I want you over that. Yep. Is there any more of that purple showing? No, there isn't. Good. Let's put some more of these bits and bobs on. That's quite nice, isn't it? I like to cover up where I've got multiple joints. There, I think I put that one there. Well, that says Wonder. Remember, oh, these got names on the words on those. Oh, that's a nice one, little round. Oh, you can go there. We've got some bitty ones in here from them. Right, that's 3 of them. Let's find some more on a card, things that aren't on cards. Not on a card. Bit big. These are a bit big. You're a bit smaller. Oh, that's that. Let's not put that there then. You could put you that way. I'm not sure about that. Oh. We have one of these on the other one, but I don't think it matters if we get another one. Pop that there. They're all very clustered together, aren't they? Well, it doesn't matter. They're going to be chopped up. It's upside down. They're going to be chopped up anyway. One of these on the others as well. Oh, there's a corner there that I haven't done. So let's pop you right down there in the corner. And let's put a film one on as well. There. There's multiple joints there. And there's multiple joints there. Don't ask me why I cover the multiple joints up. I just do. Oh, here's a little thin one. A little small one. There we go. It's a bit different, isn't it? Excuse me. Let's pop these on. I sometimes use washi tape, you know. That looks nice as well. I know when you do this, you've got more joints. Don't get me wrong. But it's just all... It's just another way of doing it, really, isn't it? You know. It's only paper. It's only paper. No, I missed that corner off. Look. Let's put you that way up. No, that's not the right way up. Let's put you the right way up. There we go. Sorry, gone quiet, concentrating. Not that a masterboard takes much concentration, does it really? Let's put you to dry. Get this one down. Whoa, oops, daisy. If any of you have been watching Margaret from Seven Plaza, she'll have finished it by the time you watch this, but she's been making this massive journal with all the file folders in. I'll give you some indication of when this was filmed. Actually, it's the 27th of November today. So there we go. That's that one done. Good, good. Let me just see. 1, 2, 8. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do the others as well. Just see if I can get my... Sorry if this is reflective. I will be covering it up. I think I'm going to try the other glue because I'm just a bit concerned it won't stick. And I don't want it peeling off halfway through decorating it, you know. So let's put the lid on that. Let's use you up. This is the silicone brush I used last time. I can't remember. What was I doing when I did this used this stuff last time? I can't remember. I was doing something, wasn't I? No kidding. Of course I was doing something. Duh. You'll have to remind me what I was doing last time I used this bookbinding glue. As heck if I can remember. Oh, I know what I used. I did it for. It was for the other masterboard, of course. It was for the material masterboard, wasn't it? Sorry, I was just getting my silicone brush clean. I didn't clean it properly last time. That's what it was for. I'm just going to put some paper underneath. I don't want to get this glue on my mat, which is on this underneath. So let's just pop you there for a minute, because we know what a messy glue person I am, whereas I know this will definitely glue. Pop you up there. All right, I maybe should have got a piece before I did that, but hey ho, I didn't, so I'm going to do it now. I know some people go over them with gesso, don't they? Not with gesso, with Mod Podge. I do use Mod Podge actually quite often, but I'm just not using it for this. I want to use this up first and then I'll use my Mod Podge. This doesn't I don't know, this won't dry as quickly as the glue stick does. So really? Put you up there then, out the way. Dee 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 dee. Let's tear you across there. Pop you down here. Bum, 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 bum. Might be easier actually if I glue the papers. I think that would be a lot easier. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to glue the papers instead. Just decided that would be a lot easier for me. Let's put something in this corner. What should we put in this corner? Oh, here we go. I haven't used any of this. That'll fit there nicely. Now this will dry. I can use it again. Put you over there. It's actually quite a small book, so you don't get to you know, cover much. You don't get many. It's not a very big surface for gluing on, shall I say? That's the words I'm trying to get out of my mouth, which aren't working. There we go. There we are. Well, I don't know if I've told you this. I've had my car a couple of years. It's neither old nor new, you know, it's sort of mid-range, nothing flash. And I was out in it the other day, and I've had it 2 years. That is relevant, the fact that I've had it 2 years. And I don't know what I was parking. I was parallel parking, which is quite tight in the UK. Anybody in this country will tell you, never a lot of room to park. And I wanted to turn my wing mirror down so I could see the curb, because I don't like to curb my wheels, which I did. I didn't curb the wheels. I turned it down, so I could see. You can turn them automatically, you know, so you can see the ground. Anyway, when I was putting it back after parking, I discovered that by pressing another knob, I got my wing mirrors to come in. Like some cars do it automatically. The wing mirrors just automatically come in. My car, I thought, was too old to do that. But no, they came in. I just discovered that my wing mirrors on my car automatically come in, which is really good. I was dead chuffed when I found that out. My last car used to do it, you see, and I thought, oh, this one doesn't. But yeah, it does. So I'm chuffed about that. This one's going to take a bit more drying, I think. Right. Oof. Glue. Sticky, sticky, sticky. What shall we put on? Oh, hello. Have we used a nice piece of you? Where should we put you? Across there. Put you across the top there. I didn't do that very straight, did I? There-ish. There-ish. That'll do nicely. Yeah, that was funny. Got a craft stall on Saturday. Not mine. I'm helping a friend do it. It's the last one that we'll be doing actually. Yeah, I've been helping her do these for like 7 or 8 years, but she's giving up. I can't help her if she's giving up, so you know, it's just the way it goes, which is fine. You know, I have very little spare time as it is, so it suits me fine. I used to find them, finding them more and more hard work as well. they're not conducive to fibromyalgia, that much I know. You know, so yeah. Right, let me just get some glue off my fingers. Nearly finished. Nearly finished. Do these 3. Let's see how we go. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a swig of coffee while I'm here. I'll finish this one and I'll see how long we've been recording. Oh, let's use some of this. I haven't got any of this. I haven't used any of this. Take a strip of you. Go across there. Yes. So yeah. That'll be the end of a sort of little era. I think it's been going, this craft stall, for a long time actually, but we can't get anybody to take over, you know. So if nobody's gonna, it's all voluntary stuff, you know. Well, nobody gets paid for any of it. But if nobody's prepared to volunteer to take it over, then, you know, that's life, isn't it? Things come to an end. But you know, life, things move on, don't they? Things change. Just because it used to happen doesn't mean to say it always has to happen, does it? You know, let me get a little bit of something to pop there. Here we go. You're cool. Let's pop you there. That can be one of those extra bits that I do. There we go. Now just put a few little bits and bobs on top, which I can use my glue stick for, thankfully. Because whilst this stuff is good, it's very sticky, which it should be. It's quite messy stuff to use. Well, it's like using Mod Podge, basically. Let's put you away for a little while now. I might try that other one on my own, the other board, wherever I put it. See if it will take this. I know if it's very glossy, it won't. But it might take it if I put plenty on. We'll see. You can go there. Right, where's my bits? Here they are. Let's put some more of you on. I'm not using many of you. You're a nice piece. Let's pop you there. Let's pop that there. Actually, if I have a longer piece, I can do both. Yes, I can. I don't really want to use my map. Here, what about this? Oh, that looks odd. It's got half a frame on it. Oh, how about that? Yeah. Stereosotic. Oh, really? That covers those up. I got 2 there. Let's see what else we have. Oh, what's this? That's cool. Put that there. Might put a bit of washi on this one. I might. I think I got the idea of covering up bits like this from Gail Augustinelli. She does that sometimes as well, puts extra little bits on top before cutting it up and embellishing it. And I actually like the idea myself very much, so I do it now as well. Thank you, Gail, for that idea. I like the effect myself. Oh, I was doing this one, wasn't I? I hope you can see. So yeah, I spent a lot of evenings watching the Christmas hop that Rach and Bella are doing. Rach and Bella. What did I do with my washi? Well, actually, I don't have to use that washi. I could use my own washi. What have I got here? Ooh, ow! Helps if you don't stub your finger. I got this good one here. I'm going to use a bit of this. Let's put that across there. I'm going to put a bit more glue on it though. Some of these are quite old now in my stash here. Put you across there. Oh, I like that. Where else shall we put some? I'll put some of this brown one. Oh, you need a little bit. Well, I might do 2 little bits. I'll put a bit up there. Put a little bit up here. Cut that off in a minute. Oh, damaged it there. Let's put a piece there then. That's because I put my box on it, I imagine. Put a piece there. Let's cut that off. It's annoying me already. There we go. Hum. Dee, where else shall we put some? I think I'm going to put some here. I got 2 or 3 more of those containers the other day, and now all my washi tape, all my proper washi tape, like this stuff, is in them now, which I'm really pleased about. It makes it a lot easier. I want something there. Those two mingle together. Let's put some stamps there. Don't use my stamps very often. Is that big enough? Maybe a bit more. Yep. I think I've got washi tape for just about every genre of journal you could make. Good stuff though. I love it. Let's pop you back in there with your friends that haven't been used. There. I'm going to leave that one a bit longer to dry because that's a bit wet. Right then. I want to keep that piece for ephemera. Right. Pop you in. I wonder what I did with the rest of this book. It might actually well be in the cupboard. This is probably a loose piece, so I put it in. Yeah, but 1949 is definitely vintage, so it's to do with a loco is locomotive, so yeah. Right, it's stuck to the tongue. No, glue on here. These two are pretty much dry. Yeah, I'm just cut across here the top where I've gone over the top. And over the side here. This is a proper A4 piece of paper, piece of card, this, so. I'll get my big, cutter out. I did go over the edge a bit in places, didn't I? There. Cut them off. Did I do it with this one? Oh, no. Not as much anyway. So, usually that length is usually enough as a rule. And we want them about, I was going to just see how long I've been rabbiting to you. Can I see my timer? Just about. Ooh, I can't. Never mind. You're going to have to put up with me for a bit longer. Cut these out. And then we'll go from there. Which is which? Because one's going to be drier than the other. Actually, they're both pretty dry, so let's just get on with it. I believe this is the first one, right? Maybe 2.5 is a bit narrow, I think. I made my others 2.5. I'm going to make some of these 3. Yeah, it's a good width. Make this one 3. It's only tags I need. I've got enough journal cards. How big is this? This is nearly 6. If we do another 3, the other one will be just under 3. That's all right. 4. So that's good. I'll get 4 out of that one, and 4 out of that one, and 4 out of that one. I'll be doing well. Yeah, I'll be good. And a couple of them I'm going to cut a little bit shorter. Oh, I like the way that's cut. Right, these thinner ones, I might, there's another thinner one in here, isn't there? Is it that one? Yeah. I might just cut a little bit off the bottom. We'll have a small journal tag, or a small tag, just so I've got a slightly different length. That one. And this one. Maybe there. And then that could be a tiny tag, and so could that actually. Right, how dry are you now? Fairly wet. Let's just see if you'll cut. Now then, you won't cut straight, will you? So I've got to edge you first, because I just randomly cut that out. There we go. And do this end as well. Don't worry about the top and the bottom. I can tidy those up afterwards. Right, that's that and that done. Actually, that's cutting very well. It must be almost dry. Let's do 3 inches. The washi tape didn't carry on, did it? Never mind. It does not matter. I can tidy that up myself. How much is this? Not even 5. So, let's see. If I have 3, should we do 2.5 then? Yeah, we'll do 2.5. Oh, I don't think that was quite dry enough, that one. Silly. I should have waited a bit longer. Never mind. That one's okay. I just got to tidy that one up. This one I'm thinking of cutting down again and having a little... There we go. Lovely. I didn't cover the other one, so we'll just make these into some tags. I think I'm going to use my my piece of card, actually. Not that one, this one. But that little one can go through my little machine, can't it? Can go through this. That's quite big, actually, for that. Well, this one doesn't work. That's the one I really... Well, it does work, but not very well. No. There we go. That has just come out completely plain, look. But it's nice. I like it. You don't want tiny ones too busy anyway, do you? Gosh, I've got a lot of glue on these. Sorry. That's not very nice for you, is it? Right. Let's see what else we've got here. Yes. Which is the one I use a lot, this one. This is my favourite side. I have got a punch, but it takes, you know, one of those fancy punches at the top, which a lot of these might fit, but they're only 2.5 inches is the biggest you can put in it, so I'm not going to bother using it. It also takes a heck of a lot more energy than cutting the tops off like this. Be tidying that up a bit. Yes. Well, we'll ink round them all anyway. Where was I? This one. Where's the top? That is the top. Let's cut you off. I don't like really deep ones off, really. I'll just turn this round, it's easier. Yeah, that's okay. It's the top. This is the top. Needs tidying up the top. Needs tidying up a bit. This is the cereal box. That's it. Sorry. Scratching. Yeah. I should have left the cereal box much longer to dry, but patience is not my virtue sometimes, especially with craft, and I just want to get just want to get on and do it, you know. Let's see if you'll let me. At least if you mark where this it's supposed to be, I can then just carry on with this. There we go. Oh, there's another one here. Well, that's not very straight, is it? That'll do. How do you corner yours? I was watching Tracy Fox's video the other day about, oh, it's quite a while ago now for you, about tools, what tools she'd reuse and what tools she wouldn't. And like her, I've got a few tools that will do edging and things, particularly for tags and stuff. Sorry, this isn't very tidy. And honestly, my favourite thing is this card. Because I've got 2 of these cards, so I've got 8 different settings. And I tend to use the same 1 or 2 all the time anyway. But yeah, definitely this is the easiest one of all. Easiest to use, cheapest of all. My favourite one. Also, I have got some with the only things same as Tracy. The things you punch in the top, yes. Now I have got a range of them, and I honestly use all of them. You know, I've got 3 different styles. I use all 3. You know, I have 2 different slot ones and 2 different size round ones as well. You know, the kind eyelets go in. I've got 2 different sizes of those as well, and I do like that, and I do like both my slot ones as well. I hope you can see with me doing this right over here. I just realised you probably couldn't see any of them, could you? I apologise if I was off screen for a little while. Oh dear, I wonder how long that was. Sorry, if I was off screen, I do apologise. I know everybody does it from time to time. And for us, it may not seem long, but I know for the viewer, it can seem like ages. I mean, I was watching somebody the other day, and I kept thinking, come on, come back on screen. Come back. She had no idea she'd knocked the camera, you know, bless her. And like me, she doesn't watch them all the way. Obviously, doesn't watch them all the way through after she's done them. I mean, I don't watch mine. I just check it's recorded all right, and I put it through the editing thing on my computer, because I have to splice mine together, because they're so long. And then, you know, I just check it's the right 2 pieces, and I send it from my phone to the computer, and then from there put it through the editing software, and then I don't edit it much. The editing software just splices it together for me, and then that's it. I upload it. I can't bear the thought of watching it all the way through. I know I'm asking you to, but listening to myself is not something I enjoy doing by any stretch of the imagination. So I don't. I mean, even when I start talking, I'm thinking, oh no, I can't be listening to this. I don't think anybody, I come to the conclusion, actually likes to listen to themselves. My son, I had this conversation with my son once. I said, I sound awful. He says, no, you don't, Mum. He says, and I listened to myself in a meeting once, he said, and my son's an engineer. And he said, I sounded like a thick moron in the corner of the room, he said. And he was actually talking about some very technical stuff, but, you know, he says nobody likes to listen to themselves, which I think is very true. Unless you're like an actor or an actress, I suppose. It doesn't bother you then. Right, I'm going to do my edges now, my bottom bits now. Sorry, that's not the right one. There we go, this is the right one. So I'll do these, and I think that's probably long enough for you to have tolerated me doing this. That one's going to have a mini one, a mini cut. But I'm going to, as I've got so many of these, I'm getting this out to do them. Right. Hope that's all right for you. quick, easy way to make a dozen tags, you know. Near, at least, I think I'll tell you how many we've got in a minute. That'll be riveting, won't it? I really didn't need any more tiny ones. I got masses of tiny ones, but I'm not wasting it. I didn't want them all exactly the same length, so got a bit of tidying up to do on that one. That's all them. Right, excluding those 3 little ones, I'm not counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I could have done that, couldn't I? 3 by 5, it's 12. I got 4 out of each. Oh dear. It's late in the day, that's my excuse. I've got another couple of slightly shorter ones there too. So there we are. Quick and easy way in just about an hour to make 12 tags ready to go. Really easy. Quickest method, I know. And now I should have enough. I hope I've got enough for all my journals. I do put a lot of stuff in mine. I really do. So it's my own fault, you see, because I put so much stuff in. Anyway, they all need inking. I hope you weren't too bored with that. And if you're new, then that's how to very quickly make a masterboard and some tags. And frequently we do journal cards, but I've got so many journal cards I didn't make any of them. Okay guys, take care and hope to see you soon. All right, bye now.